Okay, today's class we're going to focus on working up to a posture called tree pose, or in traditional Sanskrit language it's known as Vrikshasana. So tree pose is a balance. We're really going to be working and strengthening the legs, the ankles, opening up into the hips. And of course, when we practice balancing, this is always really good for core strength and everyday life, because we need to be able to balance well in order to move well. So we're going to start lying on your back, please. Come lie down. So just make sure you feel really comfortable. So having your knees bent or straight, whatever works for you. Now we'll begin this morning by tuning in. So just noticing right now how you are breathing. And recognizing that the way we breathe is always sending messages back to the brain, back to the body about how we should be feeling. And so if the body senses that we're breathing in a nice, calm, slow, relaxed way, then it starts to tell the brain everything's okay, we can relax. So maybe you just bring some awareness to your stomach, or you can place your hands there. So that now as you breathe in, you can feel your stomach gently lift and rise on the inhale. And as you breathe out, you can feel the stomach relax. So again, just for now, breathing in, feeling the stomach gently lift. And breathing out to feel it relax. So as you find that slower breath, now just bring awareness to your body. So noticing, maybe relaxing a bit more through your forehead, your eyes and your jaw. Relaxing through your neck, your shoulders, your chest. All the way through your arms, your back, your stomach. All the way to your hips, your legs and your feet. Good. All right, so from here, we're going to take 3 breaths together before we move. So this breath mimics what we do when we sigh, which is a nice way to relax the body again. So when you're ready, nice big breath in through your nose. And then a second breath in at the top. We're going to purse the lips and blow all the air out through the mouth. Good. Again, breathing in. Second breath. All the breath out. One more time, breathe in. And again. And all the breath out. Good, so we'll start to move now. So next breath in, big stretch out through your arms and legs. The biggest stretch you can do. And we're going to bend the knees here, so we'll hug them into the chest and really squeeze the nose up to the knees. Good, so again, as you breathe in, reach everything out, get as big as you can, huge stretch. And then again, exhale to bend the knees and really squeeze them in. One more time now, doing the biggest stretch that you can and starting to wake up the joints. So making some nice big circles through your wrists and through your ankles, maybe even spreading and scrunching your fingers and toes. And then we'll bring the knees into the chest here. So we've got one hand on top of each knee and just start to make some nice big circles. So the knees come out, around and back together. As you make these circles, just relaxing the muscles, let your hands do all the work. Okay, from here, we're going to bring the feet to the floor. So they're about mat distance apart, arms out to the sides, starting to open into the hips. So we'll drop the knees down one way and then the other. So in tree pose, we have the hips a little bit more open, one knee is out to the side. So we're just making that movement here, opening the inner thigh. Good, and then as you come to the center, we're going to plant the feet flat to the ground, arms alongside you. We're going to inhale now to lift the hips all the way up to the ceiling, high as you can, little pause. Then breathing out to roll back down slow, so the hips touch the ground last. Okay, so again, we're going to inhale, hips lift, little pause at the top, and then exhaling lower. One more time there, we're going to lift the hips, take a little pause at the top. Then when we're there, we're going to squeeze the hands together, shuffling the shoulders underneath, and a bit more leg strength now. So we bring your feet next to each other. If this is strong enough, stay here. Otherwise, can you lift one leg up and really push that heel towards the ceiling? Good. Then swapping over, so we'll lift the other leg and push that heel up. So one more time. So as you lift one leg, keep the hips nice and level. Good, nice. And then lift the other leg, keep the hips nice and high. Good, and then we'll slowly come down. So we're going to bring the knees into the chest here, and a few times rolling up and down through your spine, so massaging through the back muscles. Good, so the next time we come up, we're going to have the feet again on the ground in front of you. We're going to lean back into the hands, and then dropping the knees down slowly each side, so opening to the inner thighs a little bit here. Good. Okay, and then from there, we're going to gently bring the knees over to the right. We're going to lift the hips up now, and lift that top arm, big front stretch. Then swapping over, knees drop to the left. You're going to lift the hips and then lift that top arm. Okay, one more time to each side, so knees to the right. Squeeze the glutes a little bit as you lift. And then knees to the left, and then we'll lift the hips all the way up. Good. So from here, we're going to come into the center. So we're going to stretch the legs out in front. And sit from the side. We're going to bring the right knee into your chest. A little bit of a twist. So opposite arm hugs around the knee, so you find a twist. Good, looking gently back behind you. And then we'll drop the knee to the side. We're going to lean towards the knee. Then lift the hips up again. Lift that top arm and find a nice big side stretch. So we're going to make 2 more big circles with this top arm now. Opening into your shoulder joint. Good, and then we'll swap sides. So let the hips come down. Swapping over, so we'll bring the other knee in. Wrap the opposite arm around. Find a twist. Good, and then we drop the knee to the side. We're going to lift the hips, lift the top arm, and make some nice big circles here. Trying to get that nice full range of movement through your shoulder. Brilliant. All right, so we're going to come all the way down, over onto hands and knees when you feel ready now. So we'll place the wrists right underneath the shoulders. We're going to breathe in to lift the hips, lift the tailbone. We're going to breathe out to push the floor and round the spine. So again, as you breathe in, opening the front of your body, and then breathe out to round the back. Good. So just find this movement a few times. Okay, so really think about your spine leading the movement. The head's just following what the spine is doing. And then from there, we're going to take that left leg back behind you. So we're just tucking the toes. And just push your heel away. Okay, so you feel a stretch in your leg, and then release the stretch. We'll do that a few times, back and forward, pressing, releasing, stretching and releasing through the leg. And then we'll swap over. So other leg comes back, tuck the toes, and just press and release, so you feel a stretch in your leg there. Good. All right, from here, we're going to tuck the toes under and then make our way towards downward facing dog. So the hips press up and back. So when we're here, give the legs a little stretch out. So one heel, then the other's pressing towards the ground. So try and keep the head relaxed, fingers spread wide. And then we'll lift one leg up from here. And the leg you've still got on the floor, we're going to lift that heel high and let the heel press back down. Okay, a few times up and down with that heel, strengthening into the ankle, the foot, the leg. And then swapping over. So other leg lifts. Again, the one we've got on the floor, we're going to lift the heel up and down and up and down. So from here, we're going to walk to the front of the mat. So we're going to look in a forward fold together. So when we get there, we'll bring the feet a little bit wider apart. Keep the head and the arms relaxed and a bit of a sway from side to side. So if the leg's feeling a bit tight at the moment or the back is, just keep a bend in the knees. And then we're slowly going to roll up to stand. The head's going to come last. Good. As we roll all the way up, we'll lift the hands, lift the heels, and then we'll bend the knees and come about halfway down. So again, inhale, hands lift, heels lift, exhale down halfway. So one more time, we're going to lift the hands, lift the heels. Good. And then as we drop the heels, we're going to let the arms now swing back and forward. So really release through the shoulders. Good. And then we'll start to warm up. So from here, nice deep bend in the knees. We're going to inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale to forward fold, fingertips down. So right foot steps back. We're going to lower the knee to the ground. Inhaling, hands lifting up. And then breathing out, big circle back. So one more time here, biggest circle you can make to open the shoulders. Then we bring both hands down inside the front foot. We're going to breathe in, coming forward into your hips. Then breathe out to lift your toes so you get into the hamstring a little bit. Good. Again, slowly forward, nice open chest. And then slowly back. So as we come forward here, we're going to take your legs straight back behind you in the air and the opposite arm straight forward. So for the core, we're going to take your arm out to the side now and the leg out to the other side, just as far as you can. And then from there, we're going to cross them over so your arm reaches diagonally across and your leg crosses back. Again, out to the side, far as you can. Good, then across. And then one more time. This is a strong movement. Keep that breath slow. And then across. Good. So hand comes down. Place that foot to the floor like we did earlier. And then a big circle around with your top arm. Good, nice. We're going to tuck those toes and then into downward facing dog. So from here, we're going to come into our plank position, shoulders over wrists, and then lower down. So you might drop the knees, bend the elbows into cobra. So roll the shoulders back as you lift the chest, tucking the toes into downward facing dog. So nice big breath in and out here. And then we'll step or jump to the front. Coming up to stance or lift the hands. Good, lift the heels up as high as you can. And then bend the knees, coming halfway down. Good, fingertips to the ground. This time, left foot steps back. We'll lower the knee. Inhaling, hands stretching up. Breathing out, big circle back. Good, again, one more time, big as you can. And then again, hands are going to come just inside of where your foot is. We're going to breathe in, coming forward into your hips. Then breathing out to lift the toes, opening up. One more time, nice and slow forward. And then gently back. So as you come forward here, we're going to bring the legs straight back behind you in the air and the opposite arm straight forward. So again, see if you can bring your arm wide and then your leg out to the side as well, far as it'll go. And then cross them over on a little bit of a diagonal. Good. And again, out nice and wide to the sides. Good. Across. And then one more time all the way out. And then across. Good. Hand comes down. We're going to pop the foot behind you there, just nice and straight. Top arm's going to make a big circle. And then we'll tuck those toes under into downward facing dog. So coming into our plank position again. This time we'll have a little go at hovering one foot. And just tapping it out to the side of your mat. Good. Swapping sides, other leg to the side. One more time there. So one foot taps wide. And then the other one. Good. And then we'll lower down. So again, you might drop the knees, then the elbows into cobra. So shoulders open. Good, well done. So from here, we're going to come down to our forearms. So again, for balancing postures, it's really important that we make sure the core is working with us. So we'll have the elbows right under the shoulders, fingers spread wide. We're going to tuck the toes under and just start by lifting your hips off of the ground. Okay, so you don't need to go any further just yet. So as you lift your hips, really tuck your tailbone underneath, shoulders drawing away from the ears. And if you want to make it a bit stronger now, you could lift those knees up as well. Keep your body nice and straight and strong. Good. We're going to take one or two more breaths here. And then slowly down. Good. So hands on the shoulders, pressing back into downward facing dog. From here, we're going to step forward to the front of the mat. Coming up to stand, so we lift the hands. Good, and straight into our sun salutations. A big stretch up. Forward fold all the way down. So straight back into our plank position. We're going to breathe in at the top. Exhale to lower down. Into cobra or upward facing dog. Lift the chest. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. So full breath here. And then again, we'll step or jump forwards. Coming up to stand, so we'll lift the hands. And then forward fold all the way back down again. So into your plank. Elbows close to your ribs as you lower down. Open the chest, roll the shoulders back. And then downward facing dog. Good, breathing here. And then again, we'll step or jump to the front. Up to stand, reaching the hands. Good, forward fold all the way down again. Take your time into your plank. Nice, strong, we're going to lower down. Good, opening the chest. And then downward facing dog. So from here, we're going to come into our plank position again. Have a little go at this time, but hovering one foot. And then bringing that knee towards your elbow, close as you can. Good, swapping sides, other foot hovers, knee to elbow. One more time there, knee forward to elbow. And then other knee to elbow. Good, and then we'll lower down. Into cobra, roll those shoulders back. Brilliant, and then chest comes down. Okay, so from here, we're going to work into the core a little bit more now. So a couple of side planks. We're going to do these on the forearms. So if you come onto your elbow, I'm going to do some side planks as well in a little bit. We'll do those on the hands. So on the elbow, have the feet apart from each other. So they're not stacked, they're just apart. So both heels are on the floor. We're going to lift that top arm, shoulders back, and then lift the hips. Okay, so nice and strong in the underside here. Yeah, fantastic. Keep those hips lifting. Try to even squeeze your glutes a little bit. Shoulders drawing back away from the ears. One more moment. And then slowly, slowly come down. Good, other side. Rolling onto the other elbow. Okay, so feet apart from each other. Shoulders pulling down away from the ears. We're going to lift the top arm and lift the hips. So again, squeeze the glutes here. Help those hips stay nice and high. Keep those shoulders drawing into your back muscles nice and strong. Fantastic. One more moment here. And then slowly down. Good, well done. So hands under shoulders. We're going to press back into downward facing dog. So from here, let's step to the front of the mat from a forward fold. Nice and slow, coming up to stand, hands lift. Good, and then into our flow. So we're going to bend the knees here, sitting nice and low. Forward fold all the way down, and then downward facing dog. So from here, we're going to inhale, lifting that right leg up. Exhaling, knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists. Again, lifting the leg. This time, knee to the right elbow if you can. Lifting the leg up, and we'll step the foot between the hands there. So coming up into a high lunge position from the ball of the back foot. We're going to inhale to straighten the legs, hands up. Then breathing out to lower the knee a little bit. So we come down slow. Again, all the way up. And then slowly down. So as we come up here, we're going to make our way into a balance warrior 3. So we're going to lean forward slightly, arms alongside you. Then coming forward, back leg straight back behind your body. Good. So nice and strong. Make sure you're standing, big toes pressing to help with the balance. So add a little bit of movement here. Staying on one leg, we're going to come upright. So hands lift, the knee lifts nice and high. And then send the leg back behind and arms alongside your body. Good, let's have one more go at that. So we're going to slowly come upright, hands lift, knee lifts. Good, then as we send that foot back now, the fingertips come to the ground. We're going to take a nice big step back and turn the feet to the long side of the mat. Good, well done. So from here, nice deep bend in one knee and the other. So we're easing side to side. Good. So again, try and find a little stretch around that inner thigh kind of area. And then as we come to the center, we're going to turn the feet outwards. Nice deep bend in the knees, and we go up into a high squat here. Good. So inch the feet a little bit wider, stretching into the inner thigh. From here, we're going to take a breath in, hands up. We're going to straighten the legs. As we exhale, come low, and think about your knees pulling wide apart. So pull those knees nice and wide. Good. Inhaling all the way up. And then exhale, pull the knees wide. Good. One more time here, all the way up. Good. Pull the knees wide as you sit low. Fantastic. Good. So a bit of strength here. We're going to squat into that right leg. So we're going to sit your hips back. Okay, push your bum back. See if you can lift the other toes. Other side, push your bum back really far. Lift the other toes. Good. So one more time to the right. So we don't want to fit it in the knee, really into the glutes. Good, into the hips. One more time, other leg. Sit nice and low. Brilliant. So from here, we're going to slide to the back of the mat. Right knee lifts. Good. We're going to hold the knee with the hand and open the knee to the side. So other arm can be out to the side or on your hip to help with balance. Good. From here, keeping your standing big toe pressing. If you feel like you're kind of sinking into your hips, really kind of lengthen your spine here. So push the foot down, nice tall spine. Good, nice. And then we're going to take a nice big step apart with the feet into warrior 2. So right toes forward and we bend the knee. From here, we're going to reach the hands wide. As we inhale, we straighten the leg, hands up. As we exhale, bend the knee, hands reach wide. One more time, inhaling up. Exhaling low. Good. We're going to bring both hands down to the front edge of the mat. and step back into a plank position. So to open out into the hips here, have a little go at taking that left foot, stepping it outside the left hand if you can. You can use your other hand to help if you need. Then step it into your plank. Other side, right foot steps forward, and then back. Left foot forward, step back, right foot forward, step back. Come into a side plank now. Drop the heels to one side, or on the hand this time, top arm lifts. Then slowly drop the heels to the other side, top arm lifts. We're going to lower down. Gently bend the elbows, come on down. Into cobra, so we open the chest. Good, well done. Onto our hands and knees from here. We're going to take that left leg back behind like we did earlier. This time bring it out to the side of your body and place the foot on the ground. Good. So coming into our cat-cow movements, with your foot out to the side, bring your hands a bit further forward. We're going to inhale, lift your chest, lift your tailbone. We're going to exhale, round the spine and tuck the tailbone under. Again, lifting the chest, lifting the tailbone, and then tucking it under. So from here, come back into the open position. So tilt your tailbone up a little bit. So you've got a dip in your back. Keep this, and then just push your hips back until you feel a bit of a stretch in your inner thigh. Okay? I'm going to keep this moving. So we're going to come forward, all the time keeping that little dip in your back, and then sink back. Stretching into that inner thigh. Again, forward gently, and then back gently. Okay, one more time forward, and then back. So from here, hands under your shoulders again. We're going to tuck the toes underneath into downward facing dog. Left side, inhaling your left leg up. Exhaling knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists. Again, lifting the leg. This time knee to left elbow. Lifting that leg up. And we'll step the foot between the hands. So coming up into our lunge position. We're going to breathe in, legs straight and come on up. Breathing out, we lower the back knee a bit. Arms round. Good, nice and slow, lifting up. And then down. Good, so as we come up here, make our way towards warrior three. So we're going to lean forward a little bit. Take that back leg straight back behind. Pressing the big toe to the ground. And then see if you can come up right here. So we're going to lift the hands, lift the knee. Then sending that leg straight back behind and the arms alongside your body. Good. One more time there. Slowly coming up. And then sending the leg back. Okay, fingertips to the ground. We're going to step the foot back there and then turn the feet again to the long side of the mat. So when we're here, take the feet a tiny bit wider, bending one knee and then the other. Then there's the option now coming down lower. So you maybe bend your left knee, come all the way down onto the ball of your foot. Okay, and these other toes, maybe pointing to the ceiling, so open into this leg. Other side, bend the other knee, come down nice and low. Maybe other toes point up. Okay, only go as far, obviously, as your body's happy to go. Nice big stretch. And then to the other side. So from here, we're going to turn those feet outwards again. Nice deep bend of the knees, up into our high squats. Good. From here, come into those side-to-side movements again. So we're going to bend the left knee. Really sit your hips back, sit low. Then push, come on up. Other side, bend the other knee. And sit low. Good. One more time. Sitting into that left hip. Good. Well done. And then sitting into that right hip. So now we're going to slide to the back of the mat. So we're going to go this way. Left knee lifts. We're going to hold onto the knee and open out to the side. So again, if you feel like you're sinking into your hip, press your standing big toe down and draw your hip in a little bit. Good. The other arm can be any way you like to help you balance. Nice tall spine. And then big step apart with the feet. So left foot turns forward here for warrior two. We're going to bend the knee and the hands wide. Inhaling, straighten the legs, hands up. Exhale, bend the knee, reach out. One more time, inhaling up. Exhaling out. So from here, hands are going to come down to the front of the mat. We step back into our plank position. Then you step your left foot forward outside the left hand. And then step it back. Swapping sides, right foot forward. Step it back. Left foot forward. Step back. Right foot forward. Step back. Side planks. Now drop the heels to one side. Top arm lifts. Maybe top leg lifts. Good. Swapping sides. Roll the heels the other way. Top arm lifts. Maybe top leg lifts. So we're going to come to the middle now. Bending the elbows to come down. Into cobra. Open your chest. And then hands and knees. All right. So we're going to take that right leg so you can see to the side. Right leg back behind you. Out to the side and then pop it to the ground. Okay. So from here, hands come a little bit further forwards. Let's come straight into that open position. So lift the tailbone a little bit, lift the chest. Keep this. Then sink back to feel a bit of a stretch in your inner thigh. Then keep it moving, coming forward again. So a few times in and out of that stretch. Never rounding the lower back at all or the upper back. Keeping that nice little dip in your spine for now. Good. All right, let me just turn around. So we're going to bring the leg back behind you now. Coming into down facing dog. From here, forward into our plank position. We're going to lower down, bend the elbows. Into cobra, open the chest. Go well done, pressing back into a seated position here. We're going to bring the feet together in front. Okay, let the knees drop out to the side. And then gently forward folding. So relaxing the head. Taking some slow breaths here before we come into our balance to finish with. Good, so keeping the left knee bent, we're going to gently straighten the other leg out. So your foot is to your inner thigh, like it will be in tree pose. We're going to gently forward fold. So every time you breathe out, just think for now that these muscles releasing and relaxing a little bit more. Good, and then we'll swap sides. So bring the feet together, then let left leg come out, gently forward folding. A nice slow breath here. Good, all right, slowly coming up. So over onto our hands and knees when you feel ready. We're going to tuck the toes underneath and make our way towards downward facing dog. From here, we're going to step forward to the front of the mat in our forward fold. Up to stand, lifting the hands. Go straight into our balance now. So from here, we're going to bring that right knee up. Oh, right knee, sorry. So from here, we're going to hold the knee, open to the side. This time, place the foot either to the floor, or to the shin, or to the inner thigh. Okay, it doesn't matter where you put it. Try not to put it on the inside of the knee. You don't want to push that joint to the sides. So palms coming together. Again, if you feel like you're dipping into your hips, press your standing big toe down and draw the hip underneath you. Sort of like you're pushing your thigh into your foot instead of the other way around. Good. Opening the knee to the side, nice and wide, as far as your body's happy to go. Then if you wanted to, you could start to grow here. So lift the arms up and out. Relaxing the shoulders. Yeah, and maybe even looking up. Keep that foundation. Keep pressing the leg into the foot. Big toe pressing, hips nice and stable. Well done, good. And then releasing the leg. So give the legs a little shake. Other side. So left knee lifts. Okay, you can put the foot on the floor, or the shin, or on the thigh, and palms together. Okay, so again, think about pressing your hip inwards. Nice and strong for your center. Then maybe perhaps we lift the arms, relax the shoulders. Yeah, perfect. Maybe looking up between the hands, keep a slow breath. One more moment. And then releasing down slow. Good, well done. So we're going to shake out the legs there, make our way towards the ground. So breathing in, hands up. Breathing out, forward fold coming down. Into your plank position. We'll lower down towards the ground. Into cobra, so we open up. Good, well done. Pressing back into child's pose now, hips to the heels. And from there, we'll come into a seated position to finish with. So for today, either coming into cross-leg position or whatever feels better for you. It's going to take a little twist here. So bring your opposite hand to your left knee and just turn and maybe look back behind. Come around through the center, other hand to the knee, turning. Good. Then we'll just turn our chest over that left knee. Take a little forward fold here. You just feel maybe a bit of a stretch in the back. Good. So I'm going to stay nice and low, walking the hands to the other side. Nice, gentle forward fold. We're going to come up to the center. So making sure you feel comfortable. We're going to finish now with those 3 breaths that we began with. So relaxing the hands, maybe closing the eyes. Together, nice long breath in through your nose. Second breath at the top. And purse the lips, we'll breathe all the air out through the mouth. So again, breathing in. Second breath. All the breath out. One more time, breath in. And again. All the breath out. Now bring the hands together, we're going to rub the palms together. Finishing with that nice big breath. So take the fingers, slow inhale, palms press up. Slow exhale, hands relax. Good, really well done. All done for today.